What does this mean? Why am I here, flying alone?
Sir, hi, and you will see what I have planned for you. Trust in me.
God, I have had this dream over and over. I'm flying, but I don't understand why. I feel like there's something I'm supposed to be doing, but I don't know what it is. Please, give me some kind of sign, or understanding. Guys, I've been thinking. I really feel like I'm meant to do something big. You know, like those speakers we look up to, like Vasi, or Les Brown. I want to inspire people all over the world.
Come on, Liam. You? Speaking to people all over the world? It's great to have dreams, but maybe it's time to be a bit more realistic.
Yes, maybe you should focus on something more attainable. Not everyone is cut out to be a big shot speaker, you know.
But this dream, I keep seeing myself flying, like I'm an eagle, or something. I feel like it's a message from God, like there's something bigger for me out there.
Sounds like just a dream to me. Don't read too much into it. Just be happy with what you have got.
Yes, maybe you are just getting your hopes up. You know, sometimes dreams are just dreams.
God, if you are really calling me to this, I will need you to help me get there. Please, help me understand.
Liam, you have been awfully quiet. Everything all right?
Yes, I have been having these dreams. I think God is trying to tell me something.
Dreams? What's on your mind?
I keep dreaming that I'm flying, like I'm an eagle, soaring over cities and mountains. It feels so real, and I think it's connected to what I want to do with my life. I want to be someone who speaks to people, who make a difference, like Vasi, or Les Brown. I feel like God is calling me to be a motivational speaker, someone who inspires people all over the world.
That's a beautiful dream, Liam. But that is a really big ambition. Are you sure that's what you are supposed to do?
It's good to have goals, but maybe you should focus on something a bit closer to home for now. You know, take things one step at a time.
Liam, you are just the person I wanted to see. You looked a bit way down earlier. Care to talk about it? Yes, Mr. Carter. I guess I have just got a lot on my mind. I have these big dreams, but sometimes I feel like no one understands. My friends think I'm crazy for even hoping. I get it. Big dreams can be intimidating, not just to you, but to the people around you. Sometimes, people feel the need to pull you back, because they don't want to see you disappointed. Yes, but I keep having this dream, where I'm flying like an eagle, and I feel like I'm meant to do something big. I know it sounds strange, but I really feel like God is calling me to speak to people, to help them find hope. But the more I share it, the more people tell me it's not realistic. You know, Liam, every great leader I have met started with a dream that seemed impossible to everyone else. But they didn't let that stop them. When I started my business, people thought I was crazy. They told me I would never make it, and that I should stick to a normal job. If I would have listened to them, I wouldn't be where I am today. How did you do it? How did you get from that point to, well, here? Faith, hard work, and a willingness to learn. But here is the thing, Liam, you can't do it alone. You need guidance, people who have been where you want to go. I see potential in you, and I want to help you get started. How would you like to work with me as a training assistant? Wait, you mean, like, at your company? Yes. I run a mentorship program within my company for young people who show promise. I would like to bring you on as an assistant. You would help me with training sessions, shadow me in meetings, and learn how things work behind the scenes. Think of it as a hands-on experience in leadership. I don't know what to say. I mean, yes, I would love that. But do you really think I'm ready? You may not feel ready, but that is where I come in. Remember, I see something in you that you might not see in yourself yet. You have a dream, Liam, and now it's time to start building the skills and resilience to make it a reality. Are you willing to put in the work? Yes, I am. I know this won't be easy, but I feel like this is exactly where I'm supposed to start. Good. And one last thing, remember that dream of yours. Every time things get tough, remind yourself why you are doing this. Your vision will keep you going when nothing else does. Liam, you know, I see a lot of myself in you. I was once where you are, young and passionate, full of dreams and big ideas. But I learned early on that a God-given dream is not like any other dream. It's one that requires patience, perseverance, and faith. I have noticed that. I feel this drive inside me, and it's like I can't ignore it. But sometimes, I wonder if I'm ready. What if I'm just fooling myself? It's normal to feel that way. God doesn't always call the qualified, but he qualifies those he calls. Look at Moses. He didn't think he could lead the Israelites out of Egypt, but God equipped him along the way. When you trust in God's timing, he will lead you where you are meant to go, even if the path is difficult. I wish I knew the plans of God for my life. Jeremiah 29 verse 11 says, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope in a future." Remember, Liam, your dream may have been given to you by God, but achieving it will take time. Along the way, you will face challenges. Those challenges aren't meant to destroy you, but to prepare you. So, it's like God is building me up for something bigger, even when things don't seem to make sense. Exactly. Sometimes, it may feel like you are walking through the valley, but those valleys teach you to depend on him. Joseph's dream didn't come true immediately. He went through betrayal, false accusations, and imprisonment, before he finally became a leader. But each step was essential in preparing him for the role God had in store for him. Hope one day I will be a leader. Liam, remember, leadership is about service. The world might tell you that success is about climbing the ladder, but in God's kingdom, it's about humility and serving others. Think of Jesus washing his disciples' feet. That's the ultimate example of true leadership. It's inspiring. I want to be the kind of leader who helps people, not just someone chasing titles or recognition. Good. Because when you lead with humility, people will recognize the integrity in your actions. God uses that kind of leadership. But remember, not everyone will appreciate it. Sometimes, people will see your success and feel threatened by it. They might try to bring you down, just like Joseph's brothers did to him. So you are saying, people might not like me for just doing the right thing? Unfortunately, yes. But remember, your validation comes from God, not from others. If you stay true to the calling he has given you, he will be with you, even when others turn against you. It is my prayer to always remain true to God. Liam, God is not only the giver of dreams, but he is also the sustainer. When you face trials, and you will, remember that he will sustain you. If you remain faithful, God will reward that faithfulness, even if it doesn't happen on your timeline. Faith is the assurance of things hoped for, the conviction of things not seen. Hold on to that faith, Liam, because it will carry you through whatever lies ahead. So Mr. Carter really liked the presentation I put together. He even said I could lead the next meeting. I'm really excited about it, and I'm learning so much every day. That's great, Liam. You have been here, what, a few months? And already you are leading meetings. Guess that's what happens when you are the boss's favorite. Oh, it's not like that. Mr. Carter is just really encouraging. He wants us all to grow, you know?
Yeah, sure. But some of us have been here for years, doing the same things, and no one ever gave us the chance to grow. Funny how that works.
I didn't mean it like that. I'm just grateful for the opportunity. I know I have got a lot to learn, from you guys too. Yeah, well, some of us don't need favors to get ahead.
Can you believe this guy? He walks in here, thinks he is some kind of prodigy, and gets all the attention. I'm sick of it.
Same here. It's like we are invisible, all because he knows how to impress Mr. Carter. But I think it's time we remind everyone that he is not as perfect as he seems.
What are you thinking?
I noticed that Liam has been working on the financial reports lately. If a few numbers were to shift around, people might start questioning his integrity. Mr. Carter trusts him with this stuff. All we need is a little mistake to point the finger at him.
So we are talking about making it look like he has been pocketing money? That's risky. But if it works, Mr. Carter will have no choice but to drop him.
Exactly. We just need to make it convincing. I have seen the way Mr. Carter looks at Liam. He trusts him completely. But if we are careful, we can plant enough doubt to make everyone question that trust. Liam, we need to talk. I was going over some of the financial records, and I have noticed some irregularities. Significant amounts are missing, and the records, well, they all seem to point back to you. What? Mr. Carter, I don't understand. I have double-checked those records myself, There shouldn't be any mistakes. I would never take anything from the company. I want to believe you, Liam, but these aren't just small errors. There is a considerable amount missing, and the evidence is there. I don't know what to think, but I have had to notify the authorities. Mr. Carter, please, you have to believe me. I don't know what happened, I didn't do this. I want to believe you, Liam, but I can't ignore the facts. I will do what I can to help sort this out, but for now, I'm afraid I have to let the investigation run its course. Looks like our plan worked. Mr. Carter is never going to trust him again after this.
Yes, and now we can finally get the recognition we deserve. It's about time things went our way.
God, I don't understand this. I have done everything I thought you wanted me to do. Now, I'm here, accused of something I didn't do. If you are really with me, please help me through this. I need you more than ever. Joseph was sold by his brothers, falsely accused. But he never lost his faith. God, is this my journey too? Am I supposed to go through this so that you can shape me into who I need to be? God, I don't know why this is happening. But if there is a purpose to it, help me to trust you. Help me to be patient, like Joseph was, even though I don't understand.
Liam, I know this is a hard time for you. But remember, God uses our darkest moments to shape us. Joseph's story reminds us that even in the pit, even in the prison, God is with us. You are not here by accident.
It just feels so unfair, Pastor. I keep thinking, if God gave me this dream, why would he allow it to be taken from me? I don't know if I will ever have another chance.
I understand, Liam. But consider this, sometimes, God uses these seasons to prepare us for something greater. Joseph became a leader only after years of suffering. When we are in the middle of the trial, it's hard to see the purpose. But God is faithful, and he will use this time to refine you if you let him.
So, you think there's hope for me after this?
Absolutely. Look around this prison. There are men here who have given up, who see no hope. But you have faith, Liam. Lean on that. Use this time to grow, to learn, and to trust. Even here, you can be a light to others.
Hey Carlos, you alright?
I don't know, man. I feel like my life is over. I will be here for years, and I have got nothing to live for. My family doesn't even talk to me anymore.
I know it's hard, but I believe that no matter where we are, there is a reason we are still breathing. I have been reading about Joseph, a guy who went through a lot worse than this. He lost everything, but held on to his faith, and God turned it all around.
Faith, huh? I used to go to church, but I haven't thought about God in years. What good has it done for you?
It's not easy, but knowing that God is with me, even here, gives me hope. I believe that one day when I get out, I will have a second chance. You can too. Sometimes, we just need to believe that our story isn't over yet. Lord, I understand now. I have been waiting to soar like an eagle, but I needed to go through this. I needed to be broken down, so you could build me up again. I don't know what the future holds, but I trust you. Help me to keep growing, to keep my faith strong, and to use this time for your glory.
Liam, thank God you were finally out. We never stopped praying for you.
I wouldn't have made it through without your prayers. I learned so much in there. It was tough, but I know God had a purpose.
We are happy, son. And now, you have a second chance. We believe in you, son. Whatever dream you have, we will be right here cheering you on.
Hi Liam. I'm Emma. I have heard a little about your story, and I would love to hear more, if you are willing to share what you went through. It's incredible, and I think people could learn a lot from your experience.
I don't know, Emma. I'm just a regular guy who went through some tough times. I don't know if my story is all that special.
Trust me, it is. You survived something that would have broken most people. Not only that, but you came out with a stronger faith. People need to hear that kind of hope. I would love to have you on my show. I think your story could really touch a lot of lives.
You really think so? I would be open to sharing, if it could help someone else. I wanted to make a difference. Maybe this is my chance.
Absolutely. Let's set up an interview. Just be yourself, share what is on your heart, and I know it will resonate. Today, we have a very special guest with us. His name is Liam, and he has an incredible story of faith, perseverance, and resilience. Liam, thank you for being here.
Thank you, Emma. It's a blessing to be able to share my story, and I hope it can inspire someone listening today.
Let's start from the beginning. You were pursuing your dream, working hard, and then, out of nowhere, your life changed dramatically. Tell us about that.
Well, I had this dream, a vision, that I wanted to be a speaker and make a difference. I got a job in a certain company, and the owner was kind enough to mentor me. Things were going well, until one day everything fell apart. First, I made a mistake of sharing my big dream with everyone. Later, I was accused of stealing, a crime I didn't commit. I lost my job, my reputation, and found myself in prison.
I can't imagine how hard that must have been. What kept you going during those dark times?
It was my faith in God that kept me steady. There were nights when I would sit in my cell, wondering why God had allowed this to happen. But then, I would remember the story of Joseph, how he was betrayed and suffered, yet God used that time to prepare him for something greater. I held on to that hope. I learned patience, humility, and that sometimes, the waiting is part of the journey.
You really connected with Joseph's story. So, after 2 years of wrongful imprisonment, your case was finally dismissed. How did that feel?
It was like breathing fresh air again. But even in prison, I realized that my life didn't end there. I started helping other inmates, sharing my faith with them. It wasn't easy, but it taught me that no matter where you are, you can still have purpose. And when I was finally released, I knew God had given me a second chance. I could either let the past hold me back, or I could use it to propel me forward. Liam, I listened to your story today, and it gave me hope. I'm going through a tough time myself, but hearing how you kept your faith, despite everything, made me believe that I can get through this too. Thank you for sharing.
Liam had stepped out in faith, not knowing the reach his story would have. What he once thought was a dream lost, was now becoming a reality. He would wanted to make a difference, to inspire others, and now, through his story of struggle and redemption, he was doing just that. His journey had only just begun.
Lord, thank you for bringing me here. I never would have imagined this is how you would use my story. Help me to speak with honesty and humility. Let this be about you and not about me.
Liam, your story is inspiring, and we believe it could touch lives around the world. We would love to work with you and help bring your message to an even larger audience. You have a gift, and we want to see that gift shared with the world.
Wow. I'm honored, Janet. This is honestly more than I could have ever dreamed of. I have always wanted to make a difference, but I didn't think I would get this far.
Well, your story has resonated with so many people, because it's real, and it's a testament to faith and resilience. With your permission, we would like to book you for an international tour. There are conferences and events across Europe, Africa, and even the US that are interested in having you speak.
Absolutely. Let's do it. I want to share what God has done in my life, and encourage others to trust Him, even when the road is hard. Thank you, Lord, for every trial, every setback. I see now that you were with me all along, and this is what you created me for.